Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As we went to break, we are just getting into our next qualifier match for our inaugural tag team winner of the women's division. We have our qualifier match today, and unlikely the two teams in here hate everybody and themselves. You have on one side Radiance and Junko versus Beth Myers and Donna Briesman. And the winner advances as that potential to get that tag team gold. So without further ado, let's get right back into it. Radiance double axe handle. Radiance to the wrist lock. Gonna hit that arm breaker. Beth gonna go to the side headlock. Switch over to the wrist lock. Radiance is gonna counter to the front face lock. Radiance gonna just pull her up and hits that sit-out neck breaker. Trying to slow down Beth, but Beth's gonna sweep the legs out. Beth picks up Radiance, goes to the side headlock. Gonna pull back. Radiance gonna counter with a jawbreaker. Radiance gonna roll over Beth and immediately go after those knees, because you can't brawl if you can't stand up. And you can't throw hands if they're not functional, as Radiance starts slamming Beth's head against the mat. Beth's gonna create some separation and hits that top point of the elbow to the face of Radiance. Radiance goes to the side headlock. Gonna hit that sidewalk slam. Radiance thinking about getting Junko in there, but Radiance gonna go to the right hand because it comes back to the left hand. Beth's going to turn the tables. Beth's going to pull back clothesline. And Beth is going to bring in Briesman because she wants a chance at Radiance, and going to walk into a tilt-a-whirl slam because there's some bad blood between Radiance and Briesman. Elbow to the face, because Radiance is the one that defeated Briesman for her title. And then Radiance lost to that Stairway to Glory to Cade, and Radiant's gonna bring in Junko. Good God, these two. Junko kicks the midsection, goes to side headlock. Junko hits a nice scoop slam. Junko's gonna pick up Briesman. Gonna go to the wrist lock. Junko snapmare, followed by that soccer kick to the spine. Junko pulls back and right into the torture rack. Oh, torture rack bomb out the gate. Here's the cover. And Briesman's going to kick out. Briesman is not in good shape. Junko's going to put in the Queen's lock. Radiance takes out Beth. But Briesman's going to knee her way out of that predicament. Brewers are going to come back, but gets caught. Backbreaker into a neck breaker. Junko. Here's the cover. One. Briesman's going to kick out at one. Junko, front face lock. And hits that. What the hell was that? It was like a spike DDT, but turned to a snapmare. A spike mare, we'll call it. Junko hits that. Oh, Falcon Arrow. Junko is all over Briesman right now. And finally, Briesman's going to escape and hit the neck breaker, create some separation, try to get momentum back in her favor. Briesman goes to the waist lock. German suplex. The raw power of Briesman. Briesman going to throw Junko into the corner. Briesman's got to get out of there. Brings in Beth, because Briesman has been just been on the offense of taking all that offensive mana damage from Junko, as Beth hits a missile drop kick, goes to the wrist lock. And Junko going to get pump handle gut busted. Briesman going to get tagged back in. I'm not sure how smart that is, because Briesman has been taking damage left and right. And then Junko gets a hand of her again. Get thrown into the corner. Junko brings in Radiance. And going for electric chair setup. Hits the electric chair clothesline, dropping Briesman on top of her head. And going to bring Junko back in. After that there, Briesman's down. Junko gonna drop the elbow, but nobody home. Briesman get the fuck out of Dodge. And Briesman gonna bring in Radiance, and Beth are gonna go back at it. Briesman needs to stay out there for stay out of the match for a minute so she recover, because it's been offensive after offensive. Junko's gonna get tabbed in, gonna bring Radiance back in, trying to create some confusion, just for trying to get a little bit of a outward stall. Hits a shoulder block. Briesman goes to the Beth goes to the wrist waist lock, then comes back with that knee to the spine. Side goes to the side headlock. Beth gonna throw Junko in the corner and gonna bring Briesman back in. Not sure how smart that play is, but gonna get it, hit the double big back body drop. Beth gonna go back there. Briesman should have stayed back, where Junko's gonna come back and hit the field breaker. And Junko gonna bring Radiance back in, keeping each other fresh. Radiance kicks to the midsection, and Radiance hits the power bomb. Radiance gonna work on the legs of Briesman to the point where she can't be functioning at all. Radiance is gonna drag Briesman to the center. Radiance goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Briesman's been eliminated. Radiance and Beth are gonna go at it now. Beth gonna go into the side headlock. Beth gonna just drive Radiance's head into her knee. Radiance gonna fight back with a kick to the midsection. Briesman go to the wrist lock. Radiance is gonna counter to the waist lock. Hits a German suplex on Beth. Beth pops back up and says that, and walks right into a power slam. Beautifully executed here. Here's the cover. 1. Beth is gonna kick out. And Radiance gonna get that fisherman driver. Will that be it? Here's the cover. 1, 2. Beth is gonna kick out at 1. Beth, there it is. Hits the prismatic. Here's the cover. 1, 2, 3. Radiance and Junko move on. They've found some way to work together, because I guess they both see the potential of crowning the first ever tag team of the women's division. So it's going to be very interesting, these two, how far they can go. And apparently our cameras are heading to the back once again. Let's see what we have in store this time around. Knock, knock. Come in. Well. Mr. Slane, I know we do not see eye to eye on a lot of issues, and I know you don't like me, and I don't like you. We agree there, Mr. Kerr. Never mind. The reason I'm here is that last week, in that TV title match, I'm going to stop you right there. That match should have been called off way before it did. Whether or not you won or lost is still to be determined. However, the human body can only take so much before it falls limp. I've been on the receiving end of a great number of kicks to the head. Mr. Stansfield should have been in hospital, but is undamaged. But I will look into this matter myself. We both agree once again. Thank you, Mr. Slade. So yeah, well, we're going to jump back to that as we're getting set up for our main event. Last week, we saw it was Corey Kerr versus Jesse Stansfield in a TV title match. And my God, Corey hit Jesse so many times in the head from various angles. Jesse Stansfield should be dead or in a hospital. But yet, is not. He took so much damage that no human should have been able to walk away from that. So the main event is going to be Sumo versus Jesse Stansfield for the TV title. But yeah, Jesse took 7 super kicks. He took 7 second rope DDTs, a shitload of other stuff, and whatsoever, no knockouts were recorded. And at the end of the day, Corey Kerr lost. So I think many would think that might be an asterisk because that might have been, it will go in the record books, Jesse was able to take all of that Corey could dish out and still survive. And Corey could not took a headshot and was down for the count. So the records will indicate, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Because we'll see how Jesse responds in this match. After that onslaught that we had last week. So, we shall see how it goes. And making his way down the ring is Jesse Stansfield, the current FSCW TV champion. And putting on that clinic last week. He was said that he is going after 4X's record-setting TV title defenses and winnings. Because the record itself is defending it 9 times and only losing once. So Jesse has 2 victories. He is looking to add a 3rd. So we shall see how this one goes, ladies and gentlemen. This is your main event of the evening. As the ref is showing the title off. Here we go. Best out of 3. Jesse's going to open up with a waist lock on Sumo. Counter it to the front face lock. Jesse's going to drop an elbow to the throat. Jesse going to go with a front face lock once again. Elbow to the face on Sumo. Couples of right hands, left hands. Sumo's up in the ropes. Jesse going to pull up Sumo. We know he has a high probability of picking up heavy dudes, but I didn't think he could pick up Sumo, but apparently he does. And come back with a big right hand to Sumo. Jesse comes back. Jesse goes to the waist lock. And Jesse's going to try and holy crap, gets up. Hits the shin breaker on Sumo. It's all Jesse early on in this match. As finally Sumo's going to counter it and try and get some offense on his own. Sumo going to come back, drop toe hold. Sumo going to go with a waist lock and hit a sleeper slam. Because of the right hand, nobody home. Sumo goes to the wrist lock. Gonna go that hammerlock and then just drive that very large arm into the bicep of Jesse. Jesse's gonna come out, counter with a Manhattan drop. As Jesse goes to the front face lock, elbow to the face. Jesse to the wrist lock. Jesse gonna pull back, knee to the midsection. Jesse's gonna pick up Sumo. They're gonna lock up in the corner. Sumo's gonna win it with a front face lock. Gonna throw Jesse into the corner. Pull back, clothesline. Sumo gonna stand up. They're gonna lock up in the front, in the center now. Sumo's gonna win once again with the wrist lock. Sumo gonna pull back, but Jesse's gonna counter with a jawbreaker. Jesse comes out with a right hand. Jesse goes to the front face lock, elbow to the face. Jesse goes to the wrist lock now. And come back with a big right hand to the face of Sumo. Double axe handle. Kicks to the midsection. Jesse goes to the waist lock. Goes to the wrist lock. Sumo's going to counter the front face lock, trying to slow it down a bit. Going to pull back, drop toe hold, swinging the momentum back into Sumo's way. Forearm to the kidneys to the waist lock. Sumo going to hit that suplex. Kick to the midsection. They're going to lock up in the side. Sumo's going to win to the side headlock. European uppercut. Goes to the back end of the waist of Jesse. Another sleeper slam. Sumo just going after Jesse right now, dropping those big ass elbows onto Jesse. Jesse's going to come back with the right hands. To the right hands. Jesse going to throw Sumo. And going to do just barely get that big back body drop. Jesse's telling Sumo to get up. And Sumo's going to get up and play possum and sweep the legs out. And Sumo going to go right after the legs of Jesse. They're going to lock up in the corner. Sumo's going to win once again to the wrist lock. Jesse's going to counter to the hammer lock and create some separation. Sumo's going to get right back into it. Puts him into the side headlock. And they're going to do a pullback, drop toe hold. Trying to keep Jesse off balance. Jesse comes back with the right hands, the left hand, some hooks to the waist lock. Jesse's going to counter, Sumo's going to counter to the front face lock and go to a side headlock. Another drop toe hold. Drops the elbow. Jesse's going to roll away. Jesse's going to explode out of there with a corner of the clothesline. Jesse going to do a butterfly lock on Sumo, but Sumo's going to power his way out of it. Sumo going to go to the waist lock. Going to turn over to the wrist lock, and we're going to go right after the arms of Jesse once again. Kicks to the midsection. Front face lock. Scoop slam. Sumo. Russian leg sweep. That's a long way down. As Sumo is going to drag Jesse to the center. And going to roll him over there and put him into an STO? Dear God, Jesse's got nowhere to go. He's in the center of the ring. He's got a Sumo on his back with an STO locked in there. But Jesse bounces Sumo's head off the mat, and Sumo's going to come back with a DDT and was able to roll out of it. Sumo goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Sumo is going to get the victory. First fall of the match. Goes to the side headlock. Jesse's going to break out of it. Jesse to the front face lock. Elbow to the face. To the right hands to the left. Side headlock. Snapmare. Going right for the neck of Sumo. But that is rather large, so it's going to take a lot. And Jesse's going to tee off on Sumo. He's been working that face all match. Jesse's going to struggle to get Sumo up. And what the hell is y'all? Goddamn! Jesse hits a power bomb. That's unhuman. Jesse gonna drop Sumo over the top, and Jesse gonna clothesline Sumo to the floor below. Jesse's gonna pick up Sumo. And Sumo's going to counter it and do a DDT on the outside. Drops the elbow, wraps up to a 3 count. Sumo going to send Jesse back into the ring with authority. Jesse tells Sumo to get up, but he answers that with a right hand. Sumo goes to the wrist lock. Jesse's going to counter to the hammer lock, create some separation. Jesse comes out with a clothesline. Jesse's going to pick up Sumo, and what's he got in mind again? He's going to try it. You see him struggle. Oh, God, what the hell? He hits a stump pile driver on Sumo. That's not right. Jesse rolls over Sumo. Jesse going to the top. Jesse, fist drops. Nobody home. Sumo's backing up. Jesse comes out with right hands. Close up. Schoolgirl. Sumo run up. Here's a cover. 1, 2. Oh, Jesse's going to escape. Sumo comes back with right hands and just sends Jesse down to the floor. And Jesse's going to attack Sumo on the outside. Jesse going to drop the elbow. Sumo's got the fall victory so far. Jesse's up on the light. Jesse going to get back up. Sumo comes back, sends Jesse right into the ropes. And Sumo was going to second rope him something, but Jesse snaps away from it quickly. But he's going to eat a jawbreaker. Sumo going to go the STO in the corner. But luckily, Jesse's ring presence knows he was right there. Jesse's stunned. Sumo to the waist lock. Switch to the front face lock. Jesse's been busted open. Sumo go to a high angle neck breaker. Sumo to the side front headlock and fireman carry. Sumo goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Sumo has beaten Jesse and becomes the TV title holder. Jesse falls victim, and Sumo takes the victory. And Sumo is going to take that TV title around his waist. What an absolute match we had there, ladies and gentlemen. Jesse falls victim to the Sumo Shatterman. Thank you all once again for joining us here on Preflight, here on the FSCW Network. This is Cobble, S. Cobble, saying, have a great night, and we shall see you on the next flight out.